You guys, I forgot to do my brows. I have done this whole video, outro and everything, and forgot to do my brows. How does that happen? Hold that thought. Hey guys, brows are on, did them, good to go. But today we are doing a tutorial and a review of the Morphe 35X Big Primpin Palette. It looks like so. I have used this a few times now, so I can give you guys my full opinion on it. I got this online at Ulta. It was $26. If you're new here, I always want to let you know I use all natural lighting. You guys are going to see the colors as they are, my skin when we are doing foundation videos. You're going to see how it covers, all of that good stuff. If I don't, I'm always upfront with you guys. But typically, unless stated otherwise, it is always natural lighting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for clicking on this video and spending some time with me, and let's go ahead and hop in. So I may have already filmed a tutorial and review of this palette. Oh, but you know how that goes. I legit filmed 2 videos, you guys. And as I went back to edit, I had Korean for lunch. And I had a big piece of red something in my teeth, and I couldn't upload either video, you guys. So we are going to redo it. At least this time I know exactly how I feel about this palette. I did a dark, smokier fall look in the other video. I'll pop a picture in. It might be the thumbnail, I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. So with this one, I'm just gonna go with it, kind of see where it takes us. I know these shades were really pretty right here that I used, but you know, I don't know. These lighter shades, I love these lighter shades, but for me, I think of more spring, not so much fall. Like this just screams spring to me because there's so much light. You have a row right here of darks, but this palette predominantly is lighter shades. Okay, so I'm gonna hush and I'm actually gonna do this dark to light, where typically we go light to dark, but I'm just gonna do it backwards because why not? So I'm gonna take this guy right here. This palette doesn't have a mirror, so I'm gonna pull in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and let's start putting this on our eyes. I will definitely tell you guys my thoughts on this, but I wanted to use it, you know, really get familiar with it, give you a full in-depth review. I know Jaclyn Hill has a lot of fans, so I want to give it a go and give it my full thoughts. So I've just got this darker shade, blending it lightly into the crease. This is actually darker than I thought it was. I used this one on my outer corner in the last video, and it was dark, but this one seems even as dark. It's very odd. Like I wasn't going for something super dark today, but we might still end up there. I will say with these darker shades, they do tend to stick a little bit, like you can see right here. And I can blend and blend and blend, and it's like it's still just gonna be a little bit darker there. I don't know why. Typically I don't have issues with most Morphe palettes, especially the big ones like this. I like a lot of them. And like I've said before, I'm not judging the name. I'm strictly judging the quality of the eyeshadows, the palettes. You guys know that. We're going to put that right above, right on the edge of this darker shade, and then blend that sorry, and then blend that all the way in pretty well to the inner corner. this shade isn't really performing like I want it to. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Let's try this guy right here. See what we can get out of it. All right, there we go. That's more of what I was looking for. Much better. That's volume up. And when I did it the last time, I really had no issue with fallout. I mean, like none, nothing. So that is a good thing. I'm gonna take this guy right here and put it on the outer crease just to see if it gives me a little more pop. I didn't really want to go straight up orangey with this, but this isn't looking how I want it to look. I just want a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more. And it's giving me a little bit more, so I am not complaining about this one. All right, this is a little bit better. I was getting kind of worried there for a minute. Now, I'll do some swatches for you guys, but there's a lot of repetition in here. There's a lot of bronzes, as you can see. They're just a little bit different in depth and tone, but they're all still copper bronze. And then, same with your lighter tones, lots of gold, different depths, and then you have like Very Merry, which is that pinky peach with gold reflect. I'm not a big fan of that, but I know a lot of people are. Grab Attention is one of the mattes that has glitter suspended in it, and it has a good bit of glitter. That one I could probably see myself wearing. If I didn't put that orange on the crease, I probably would have used that one. Then you have this one, which is also that pinky peach with the gold reflect in it, but it looks more gold. See, just a lot of repetition. Let's do some of our champagnes and golds. And here, champagnes. This one's a bit more gold as opposed to champagne. Then you get into gold, like a dirty gold. You can see they're kind of really the same. And then your bronzes, legitimately, like I said, bronze and copper, bronze and copper. I'm gonna take Make It Pop, this one right here. We're gonna put that on the lid. And then I'm going to re-intensify the outer corner, just where we blended quite a bit. I mean, they look fine on the eyes. It's just a lot of the same. I'm gonna grab the one next to it called Prep Work. Weird. And then just put that kind of in the center. And I'm just barely putting this into the crease. I'm not blending, I'm doing really small dabbing motions. Okay, I am going to hop off here, do the rest of the face, and then we're gonna come back and really talk about this palette and exactly how I feel. So I will see you guys in just a few. All right, let's highlight the inner corner. I'm gonna use Make It Pop right here. We're just gonna dab that on. So I had some fallout in this one, and it was from the shimmer shades that we put on the lid. Like I said, the look I did before, I did not have any fallout whatsoever. So it's just gonna depend on what shade you're using. I went ahead and I did the lower lash line. I used the darkest shade and really, really lightly, I mean really tight, put that, and then boom out, same way, really tight. I didn't want like a boom in your face lower lash, so that's why I did that. Okay, so let's talk about this palette as a whole. The shades work nicely, they blend really nicely. There's just a lot of repetition in this. I mean, repeated shades over and over. These coppery bronze shades, several of them. And then you have tons of light. Like, these are pretty close, different tones, really close. This one and that one, really close. It's just a lot of repeat shades, just a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, a little bit more pink, a little bit more orange. I will say that is good for someone just starting out because you don't have to guess a lot. It really takes the guesswork out. You can use this one and then this one and then this one. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're so close together, you can really blend them, and there's not going to be too much of a color difference. So that can be good, but this overall, to me, it's not really a holiday palette unless you like really, really light looks. There's just not a whole lot of definition in the palette, and there's not a lot of different shades. It's kind of all pinky orange. You can get down into here and get darker shades like I did yesterday or the day before when I did a different look, but it's up to you. Does the palette work nicely? Yes. Of course, I like some of the shades better than others, but overall it works. So totally your call. I think I'll like this palette a lot better in spring, to where I can use these light shades, and then if I'm doing a lighter look overall. So that one's your call. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.